So I just sat here and recorded a 10-minute video and it deleted, so I guess I'll do it again. Cool. Hi, I'm Michaela, as you probably know because you probably came from my Instagram to watch this video. You guys have been asking me to do videos for a while now, and I never found my camera. I still haven't found my camera. My hair looks a mess. So I am doing this video on my phone. And someone asked me to do a day in the life video, but it's like 2:30, I think. I don't know why I looked over there. I don't have a clock in my room. I think it's like 2:30 or 3 maybe. And so I figured I would do that video like in the morning, and so you could have like my whole day. So I'm going to do it Monday. Monday I go to a teen parenting class with Chelsey and Maddy, her daughter. You can follow her on Instagram. I'm at Chelsey Peacock. If I remember, I will put the description or the link in the description. So today, someone else asked me to do a labor story video, so I'm going to do that. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably were with me every step through my labor. I updated my Instagram pretty frequently during my my stay in the hospital. So I went to be induced 7 p.m. on December 23rd, and the doctor wanted to send me home because the nurse checked me and said I wasn't dilated. I wasn't having that. I said, no, you're gonna keep me and I'm not gonna leave till I have this baby. So this piece of hair, I don't know what's going on here. Anyways, I don't really care. So they had a different doctor check me. He checked me and I was half a centimeter or 1 centimeter. I think it was half a centimeter. So he said he could keep me and that he would give me a pill to try to help me dilate without giving me Pitocin. And I think by the morning I was like a 2. So they broke my water to see if that would help. Jace was asleep, but he's awake now. Anyways, they broke my water. And I started walking around the hospital with Madison and Amanda, my 2 closest friends. They were there the 23rd that night and spent the night. So the 24th, Christmas Eve, we walked around, tried to get me to dilate. Contractions hurt. They really hurt. I applaud anyone who goes the 9 yards, like to 10 centimeters, pushes, has the baby with nothing, because I couldn't take it. I ended up getting an epidural at like 4 centimeters? 3 centimeters? I'm not really sure. I think it was 3 actually. And I got the epidural, then I felt fine, went through the day, got checked again, I was 6. That was at like midnight, I think. And then they checked me at 4. I was an 8.5. And at 4:30, Jace's heart rate was dropping. So they tried to flip me over to one side to see if his heart rate would go up. It didn't work. They flipped me over to the other side. Still didn't work. So they called my doctor. My doctor talked to me and he said they're getting worried about his heart rate, that he was being too stressed out, so they wanted to do a C-section, and I freaked out. I acted calm on the phone, hung up, started crying my eyes out. They brought in the release form. I signed the release form. They put some kind of numbing medication in my epidural spot to numb me from my chest down, and put me on oxygen, and then asked me who I wanted in the room with me. I had my best friend, Amanda, who is Jace's godmom. She was in the room when Jace was born. She took a picture of like me all cut open and gross that I will not make you guys see. And we went in. and he was born at 6:36 in the morning, and he came out with the umbilical cord wrapped around his neck, and then once they cleaned him off and got him to cry like they're supposed to, Amanda cut the cord, and they brought him over to me to see, and then they rushed him off to the NICU because they thought that we both had an infection because I had a fever when I was in the labor and delivery room before my C-section. And so he went to the NICU. They, got the placenta out, sewed me up, sent me to recovery. I was in recovery for an hour while Amanda was in the room with the baby in the NICU. And I wasn't allowed to eat through my whole induction, I guess you would call it, induction, and through my whole recovery. But since it was Christmas morning, the nurse that was in the recovery room with me gave me a little bite of her cookie, which was a really good cookie, and so I got out of recovery, and I went down to go see him, but I was exhausted, so I was, holding him for the first time and, falling asleep, and they didn't want me to fall asleep with him in my arms, so they took him back and put him, it's not an incubator, it was an open, clear, I don't know, an open crib, I guess? No, not an open crib. I don't know what you would call it, but they put him in that, and then, I went up to the room and I took a nap, and my dad was there, and my sister Megan was there. Maddy had already gone home. She went home on Christmas Eve. So Megan, my sister, my dad, whose name's Mike, whose Jace's middle name is after, Michael, and Amanda, they got McDonald's and ate it in front of me, because I still couldn't eat. So I had to wait to eat for, I think it was 6 hours, and Jace was in the NICU for 6 hours, and then they finally brought him to me. He was tongue-tied, so he didn't nurse very well in the beginning, so we had to get that clipped. So I was the medical syringes, I don't know if you know what they are. They're you put the medicine in and you inject it into their, not inject it because there's no needle, but you push it, I guess you would call it, into their mouth. I had to give him formula because they didn't want him to lose a certain % of his birth weight. But he's fine. They cut his tongue, and then he had a little bit of jaundice, but they fixed that. He didn't have to go into the lights, he just needed to eat. So, yeah, that's my labor story. His dad didn't come to the hospital. My mom came, my dad, my ex-boyfriend Zach's dad, he's a pastor, he came and prayed over the baby. Ashley Chagaya and her mom came. Carolyn Kroback and her mom came. Nicole Bishop, Cheyenne, and Cathy Fee came. Which actually all three of those have, 2 of those have babies and one of them's still pregnant. She's having a little girl. Faith. Their Instagrams, I guess I'll put them in the description too. Nicole, Mommy to Aubrey, I think is Nicole's. Cathy Frenzy is Cathy's. And then, Mommy to Miss Faith, I think that's Cheyenne's. So yeah, go follow them. Yeah, I think that's it. And Jace is still asleep. He is wearing just a diaper because of, I don't know, he just didn't want to get dressed, so I didn't get him dressed. So yeah, that's my video. I'll probably make more today since he's asleep and I have time, and I'll upload them. So, okay, I guess that's it. Bye!